این خوشگل‌تره یا این خوشگل‌تره؟ کدوم کشور از همه بزرگتره؟ روسیه، کانادا، چین. Today we're gonna learn about comparative adjective and superlative in Farsi. سلام، خوبید؟ من مجید هستم. به کانال Persian Learning خوش اومدید. امروز یه درس گرامری جدید دیگه براتون دارم. Today I have a new grammar lesson for you and it is learning about comparative adjectives and superlative in Farsi. The structure is really easy. For making comparatives, we need an adjective. For this video, I try to use the adjectives that we have already learned in this video, 60 basic Persian adjectives. If you have not watched the lesson, you can find the link here. So let's go and start with the structure. The first adjective we have is bozorg. So as we see, the sentence we want to say is I'm older than you. For this old, you need the adjective big in Farsi, which is bozorg. Now what you do for comparatives, which is comparing between two things, you have to use the ending tar after the adjective. So we have bozorg and then we have bozorgtar, which means greater or bigger, and in this case it means older. Then we have I'm older than you. This than in Farsi is as. So the sentence would be man az to bozorgtaram. Let's see another example. Greece is smaller than Turkey. Greece is Yunan. The adjective that we have is small, which means kuchik. Then we make it comparative is kuchiktar. Then we have than, which is as, and Turkey is Turkiye. Please note that sometimes we don't need than, so we don't have as. Sometimes as comes before the adjective and sometimes comes after that. It all depends on your sentence. Another example, which is my favorite example, is that Farsi as Almani asuntare. Persian is easier than German. Easy, asun, then we have asuntar. Farsi asuntar az Almaniye. In many languages in comparative forms, the adjective good and bad and some other adjectives are exceptions. They don't follow their normal rule. In Persian also, we have good, which is khub, and for comparative we say behtar. But sometimes you can also say khubtar. It is also possible. For bad, it follows the normal rule and it is badtar. Another exception is khayli. The comparative form of khayli is bishtar. So let's go to our whiteboard to see more examples. We will be back for superlative. So let's see the examples. The glass is lighter than the pencil. Light is the adjective, which means sabok in Farsi, and as you know, we have to add the ending tar. Livan, which means the glass. Az medad saboktare. Adjective, the ending, and this is. Your car is more expensive than my car. ماشین تو, your car, از ماشین من گرونتره. گرون, تر, and again is. You are lazier than me. اون از من تنبلتره. You are thinner than me. تو از من لاغرتری. Here we have are, so the verb ending is I, which is connected to the adjective here. I'm happier than her. من از اون خوشحالترم. This idea is much better. Here we don't have than, so we don't need as. این فکر, which means this idea or this thought, خیلی بهتره, is much better. My mobile phone is newer.
موبایل من جدیدتره. You are much prettier. تو خیلی خوشگل تری. Pretty خوشگل. Prettier خوشگلتر. Which one is more beautiful? کدوم, which means which. We had a lesson on question words. If you have not watched it, you can find the lesson here. You can also say کدوم یکی because here we have which one. So کدوم or کدوم یکی قشنگتره, more beautiful. This table is cleaner. این میز table تمیزتره. Clean تمیز, cleaner تمیزتر. Today is colder than yesterday. امروز از دیروز سردتره. This restaurant's food is more delicious, or the food of this restaurant is more delicious. غذای این رستوران خوشمزه تره.
So I'm back to tell you about the superlative form in Farsi, which is called صفت عالی or برترین. To make it, you need just to change the ending to ترین. So you have your adjective, for example, بزرگ, then you have بزرگترین, which means the biggest. The example is, this is the biggest. So you can say, این بزرگترینه. In spoken Persian, there is another way to talk about superlative, which is using still the comparative form. And after as, which means then, you have to use همه. So you say, this is the biggest, این بزرگترینه, or you can say, this is bigger than all others. این از همه بزرگتره, or این بزرگتر از همه است. Sometimes the first version is more popular, sometimes the second. We can see them in examples better. The second example is, this is the most expensive. We can either say این گرونترینه, or we can say این گرونتر از همه است, or این از همه گرونتره. Let's go back to our white screen again to see more examples.
This is the cheapest hotel in the city, for example. این ارزونترین هتله. As we said, here we have the adjective and you have to use ترین. This is the cheapest hotel. As we said in spoken form, you can still use comparative to refer to superlative in Farsi. So you can say این هتل از همه ارزون تره. I told you I will tell you which one is more popular. In this case, I can say both are equally popular. She is the most beautiful. اون خوشگلترینه. The second form, comparative for superlative, we can say اون از همه خوشگلتره. She is more beautiful than all others. I can say here this one is more popular than this. It's the most important lesson. این درس مهمترینه. مهم, important, most important, مهمترین. این درس از همه مهمتره. Here I can also say they are both equally popular. This one may be a little more. It was the worst film of 2020. اون بدترین فیلم 2020 بود. Here we don't have is, here we have was, so it is بود. The second form, which is more difficult and less popular of course because of the difficulty, is اون از همه فیلمای 2020 بدتر بود. Russia is the largest country. روسیه بزرگترین کشوره. روسیه از همه کشورها بزرگتره. Russia is bigger than all other countries. I think this one is more popular. I will buy the best gift for you. Here we don't have the verb to be. Here the verb is to buy. بهترین هدیه رو واسط میخرم. The best gift, بهترین هدیه. رو object marker. For you واسط میخرم. I will buy. Here there is no other option. Actually you cannot use comparative in this sentence. It's the hottest day today. Or today is the hottest day. امروز گرمترینه, which is least popular. امروز گرمترین روزه. امروز از همه روزا گرمتره. This is also popular. Today is warmer or hotter than all other days. The most delicious food is kebab. It's my favorite food, of course. کباب خوشمزه ترینه. Not that much popular. خوشمزه ترین غذا کبابه. This is popular. کباب از همه غذاها خوشمزه تره. This is also popular. Kebab is more delicious than all other foods.
So that was the lesson for today. I think it was easy enough for you to understand and learn it for the first time that you watched the video. See you next time.